Check 1, 2, test, test, test. I've got a green light blinking right down there. Perfect. If I were talking to the crowd, I'd probably be talking just about this level and see how that works for you guys. And because we do have a little bit of a crowd in here, can you hear me back there okay? I'm not the performer, I'm just doing sound checks, but I want to come up here, talk to the microphone a little bit, get him to run some levels, see if you guys back there can hear me without it ringing, hopefully. Is it coming out of that speaker? It's got to be coming out that speaker if it's ringing a little bit. We good? I'm not official here, but welcome. Good to see you guys.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. So, back in August, Tuba Bach engaged the services of a marketing specialist down in Detroit, and we talked a whole bunch of things back and forth. And one of the things that, after lots of interviews with musicians and audience members and business sponsors and things like that, this gentleman recommended, among other things, he said, you know, one of the taglines ought to go with Tuba Bach is expect the unexpected. And this week has been a very unexpected week. And I didn't expect that, so I don't know if that works with that or not. But, so this whole COVID thing, now we're starting year number 3, right? So 2 years ago, everything changed and all of that. And we kept going. We learned to live stream, we learned to do all sorts of things. And in that whole 2 years, one of the things that didn't happen at all was we didn't have any issues with any musicians having to deal with positive COVID tests. So that changed. So Thursday morning I got a call from Rick Fracker, who was supposed to be here today and super excited to do his program. Rick is the head of the voice department down at MSU and an amazing tenor and lots of years at the Met and all around the world doing things. The good news is that Rick and Eldon, his pianist, are going to be here in November, so we will have them here. But the challenging news was, because of a positive COVID test, he needed to take some time off. And so, unable to be here today. Hopefully everything works out fine. He's back at work tomorrow after spring break and everything is good. But through lots of things, and we learned a lot of things about international law over the next 2 days after that, and things just got goofy. And so thank you if you're keeping up with the Facebook changes and the website changes for what might have happened and might not have happened. But anyway, now we get to, I'm going to back up 9 years. 9 years ago, in our 10th year of Tuba Bach, we were doing a thing where there was something every month. And I think it might have even been March, don't remember, but right around this time, the first time that it happened, that whole time with Tuba Bach, suddenly I had some performers that were going to come, and on, I think, a Wednesday, right before they were supposed to be here, I got a phone call that they were in the hospital. I said, oh no, what do I do? And at the time, I think I got the phone call in the car on the way down to Lansing, because Noah at the time was, I don't know how old you were that many years ago, but at any rate, taking lessons down at Michigan State from Dease. So we were down there in an office, and I was scrambling and trying to figure out what to do. And Mike Dease, Gwen's husband, was there in Gwen's office that night, and he and I talked, and he said, well, let me see what I can do. And that night, made some phone calls, and in just a matter of a couple days, he put together a whole brand new show and came up to Big Rapids that weekend and saved the day and all of that. And now, 8 years later, on Friday night, late at night, called Mike. He's out in San Francisco. I said, Mike, I got a problem. Any ideas? And he said, let me see what I can do. And he called back, and by about 11:30 that night, Mike said, got a show for you. We're good to go. And so you are here, and you get to see that. I'm so grateful to Mike. You are absolutely awesome. And one of the things I remember from being down at Michigan State, music gets competitive. We're always competitive. Everybody's trying to win auditions and trying to do that. But at the Michigan State, even back then and when I was there, and even more so now, it's a whole attitude of supporting each other and watching out, covering for each other, helping out any way anybody can. And when the faculty leads by example like that, Forrester, you are in good hands. You got an awesome guy standing next to you right now, and so does the rest of the department. So I am super happy to have here today and live streamed, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or here in the audience. But please welcome Professor Michael Dease and Forrester Day.
Good afternoon, everybody. Please show your love again for Forrester Day on the piano. And without further ado, we're going to get right to some music. This is composed by Charlie Parker, and this is our version of Ornithology. rendition of Jerome Kern's All the Things You Are. And I hope you can tell we're having a lot of fun. So the duo format in the jazz tradition is really hands-free. You know, no one's on the road. You know, you can do whatever you want. And when you have musicians that you like and trust, and like hopefully Forrester and I do, it's just a lot of fun. And I trust him to make decisions that are going to fill the spaces in my playing, and then I'm listening to him for ideas, and we're trading thoughts, and it's like a great big conversation. We're trying not to do the same things because that gets boring for us as well as for you, and it's a free ride, so we're really having a great time. I think. I'm always hesitant to speak for people, but I'm having a lot of fun. We're going to take another trip down the jazz standard pathway, and this is back to our hero in jazz, the great Sonny Rollins, who's still with us in his 90s. Sonny still lives in New York City, where he was born and raised, and this is his composition over the chord progression of I Got Rhythm called Oleo. were talking a lot about music on the drive up here from East Lansing. And one of the things that young musicians do, you know, both of us, we're both young musicians, is that we seek out the elders, the master musicians that paved the way for us to do what we do. And the recordings of those people that we listen to, they come from all over the world, all types of backgrounds, races, genders, rich and poor. But the thing that unites us all is our love and dedication to the music. So Forrester, who's all of 20 years old today, and myself, who's just a couple years older than Forrester, we have the same things in common as Sonny Rollins, who's in his 90s, and Jimmy Heath, who was in his mid-90s, and Benny Golson, who's 94. Like we all, the music and our love and dedication to it normalizes us in that way. One of the things I was encouraging Forrester to do is to find the musicians that are, you know, that might not have the time left that they had when they were in their 50s or 40s, and get near them and ask them questions and learn what makes them tick and ask them how they overcame their obstacles. Because you know, the learning about the history and the past helps us prevent a lot of the same mistakes that may happen in the future, right? This next song is composed by a hero of mine that I did not get to meet because I was waiting too long to go meet him. And I remember being Forrester's age and trying to set up a lesson with J.J. Johnson, the great trombonist, only to receive news a couple weeks later that he passed away. And I asked myself, and I still ask myself, not as harshly as I used to, but what was taking me so long? Why was I dragging my feet? And so I submit this to y'all as my prayer and wish to meet J.J. Johnson, and the forgiveness that I have to give myself every once in a while for not taking that step earlier. This is his ballad called Lament. I hope you like it. true improviser's fashion, we're going to have Forrester sing the next one. He has not done this in this capacity before, so give him some support. He's going to need it. Same with me.
At stars, hearing guitars like someone in love. Sometimes the things I do astound me, mostly whenever you're around me. Often I seem to walk as though I have wings, bump into things like someone in love, and when I think of you, I'm limp as a glove, and I'm feeling like someone in love.
you today. And I'd like to play a couple of songs for you that I wrote for my children. I have a 6-year-old daughter named Brooklyn and a 3.5-year-old, or three and 3/3, I should say. She's at that age where she corrects us on everything. You know, the age 3 to 20. And this one here is the one I wrote for her. It's called Charlie J. Her name is Charlie J. Dease. And I recorded this on my upcoming album too. I hope you enjoy Charlie J. That is Charlie J. And, we're going to close with the blues. And Dizzy Gillespie, another cherished person that I wish I got to meet. Now, I really, truly was unable to meet Dizzy Gillespie. I was 10 when he passed, and I did not know what this was or that. Barely the piano. All I knew at 10 years old was Ghostbusters and chocolate chip cookies. But as I got into music, I kept hearing the name Dizzy Gillespie, Dizzy Gillespie. And then I saw the photo of him, right? Then I saw a button that said Dizzy for President. So I always had in my mind, like, who is Dizzy Gillespie, and what makes him so unique and special? Well, I got to New York, and I started meeting these great musicians, Claudio Roditi, James Moody, Slide Hampton, Ignacio Baroa, Paquito de Rivera, John Lee, Monty Alexander, Cyrus Chestnut, Michael Mossman, Antonio Hart, Roy Hargrove. I could go on all day. That would be the end of the concert. But they all said the same thing. Dizzy was my teacher. Dizzy was my mentor. Dizzy was this larger-than-life person, much like Louis Armstrong. And he just immediately made everyone around him feel better about who they were intrinsically. And then he had a way of teaching you without feeling like you were in front of an overbearing instructor. Dizzy was just as, easygoing and down to earth as you could imagine, but then you would walk away every time learning something from him. And that should tell you something about how much I know about Dizzy, having never met him. Like, I can talk to you about Dizzy Gillespie like I know him, but that's because virtually all of my mentors were his students. So I feel like I got my piece of Dizzy anyway. So we love that about the tradition in music. And we're going to close with a song made famous actually by one of Dizzy's, well, it's somewhat appropriate that we're in church because they call musical proteges disciples. So we call Miles Davis actually one of Dizzy's musical disciples. And this is a Milt Jackson song made famous by Miles Davis. It's called Bag's Groove. All right? And I just remembered why I started talking about Dizzy. Dizzy had a saying, you can't lose with the blues. So the blues, that's all American. So we're here, this is our folk music in this country. The blues. So Bag's Groove, this is the blues. Thank you so much to Ed Millett, Adriana Millett, and all the Millettes, really. Thank you so much to yourselves for being out here and listening to us play and giving us and sharing your energy with us as we share it with you. And long live Tuba Bach, And thank you so much to my accompanist, Forrester Day. He's not really accompanying me. We're both equally improvising up here. So he did great. Really proud of him. This is Bag's Groove.
Thank you.